On up to the podium, if you would, please. Okay, if you don't come up to the podium, you're not appearing, and then I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. So, sir, you are not listening to me. Charge is traffic offense. Bond is going to be set $500, cash or surety.
Costa, is there anything that you want me to consider before I impose a sentence?
Just if I might, I'm not detesting anything, but I did voluntarily get out the vehicle. I just was asked several times before I did it, and I went right down to the ground with them and told them I wasn't resisting. They said thank you for not resisting. So actually, they didn't have to pull me out. They just had to. They told me they're gonna break my window or get out, and I said I got right out.
So tell me what you learned.
Well, I did write something so far. And if I could read it, maybe that'll help you see what I've learned.
Certainly.
Okay. I started off because I didn't know the officers' names, and there were several of them there. So I was going to say to the officers of the Michigan State Police Department, I said, I want to start off by saying how deeply and sincerely and devastating sorry for this blatant mistake I made. I want to apologize for the stupidity I displayed by assuming some Facebook post could have convinced me that I have the right to travel. I want to acknowledge that I was idiotic to even question my rights, fully knowing that my license was not valid in the first place, making me automatically guilty of a crime. I have learned my lesson and am thankful to the agency and both of you for being so merciful and blessing me with the chance to rectify the situation without losing my freedom. I'm sincerely disappointed in my actions and not fully submitting and possibly making any of the officers feel at unease. I know the job, or should I say, the service and career and the duties you all carry out are very dangerous and very, very necessary to the democracy we hold dearly. Again, my deepest and sincerest apologies. Much love and respect, Citizen Daniel Fernando Costa I. Thank you all, and especially for your service.
Well said, Mr. Costa.
Okay. Sorry, Ms. Cohen, yes, as I mentioned, you are charged with third-degree assault with domestic violence. Do you wish to have an attorney? Do you wish to apply for a public defender, pay for your own attorney?
Well, before I consent to proceed, I do want to submit notice for the record, and on the record that I am the only party of interest in the matter. So I am requesting that the court provide proof of whatever charges here within the next 21 days. I am not, and also that they have legal authority to bother me by the man or woman presenting the charges under penalty of perjury. But also moving forward, I do want to also speak to the judge directly. I do want to speak to the judge directly, seeing that the court and officers are adhering to the rules and procedures. My trust in the court is lost. So, for the record, I don't consent to any proceedings under the color of law. And I would ask that the court leave me in peace. I would also like to apply this or file this to the file or whatever you guys need.
Here, the defendant shifts from answering procedural questions to challenging the authority of the entire proceeding. She says she does not consent and demands proof concerning the charges. But criminal proceedings do not simply disappear because a defendant refuses to consent. The court still has procedures to follow, and the defendant still has rights and responsibilities. Notice how the judge stays focused on practical matters: discovery, representation, scheduling, and the next hearing.
We don't have discovery on this case yet. We would ask for the August 13th date. If the defendant is going to apply for a counsel or have an attorney enter, we'd be happy to submit that discovery electronically in the normal course of business. If she's not, then we can make it available at the DA's office.
All right. So Ms. Colum, are you going to be representing yourself moving forward? Or would you like to apply for an attorney?
I
Either.
don't need an attorney. As far as legal counsel or, I did submit or send an email to, let me see what that, but it was returned back to me upon, yes, saying that the email was not active and it was to the prosecutor's office, which the prosecutor is who's bringing the charges, or may I ask?
Yes, the people of the state of Colorado bring the charges. So
All right, so if you are going to be representing yourself, this is the district attorney's contact information, so that there should not be any more confusion about the email address or phone numbers.
I
And we
can
will-
share my contact information for those requests to be fulfilled.
Ms. Esch, do you need her contact information?
I don't, Judge, if she just wants to call the DA's office, we will have a discovery ready for her within the 21 days. She just needs to come by and pick up a thumb drive with the, assuming there'll be body cam and digital evidence. So we'll put that on a thumb drive and she can come and pick it up.
Also, I am not a resident of the state of Colorado. So future, any proceedings, again, should I need to physically appear, that it be virtual. Oh,
We need to file that as a motion. Do the people have any objection to a virtual appearance at the next August date?
Not for the August 13th date, Judge. Obviously, there are some settings that cannot be done by WebEx.
All right. So then we will move this to the August 13th docket at 1:30, and I will allow you to appear via WebEx for this next hearing, and we'll see where you go from there. Okay. And here is a card with that WebEx connection information.
And finally, I would like to return these documents, saying that it's just required that there's another court date, or because nothing has been supplied to me, or this is just an appearance request. But what was the purpose of me coming here today?
Okay. We have here. Yeah, she's already done all that. Yes, this was status conference for making sure that you understood the charges against you and how you were going to proceed forward, whether your own attorney or public defender, and then to set things in motion from there, so.
Okay, well, of course, I can file motions and things moving forward directly to the court.
To the court or to? Okay, yes, send that to the court, yes. All right, let's finish up our WebEx appearances here. Shamika Quillen, 26M 5000.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please identify yourself for the record?
I'm appearing on behalf of the case for Shamika Colon.
Is Shamika Quillen present? We need to have the accused present.
Forgive me. Yes, I'm appearing on behalf of the state versus Shamika Colon.
Are you a registered attorney?
No, I do not practice law.
Okay. Then we need to have
I tried to go, they told me to go on the video, but at some point it just made me go audio.
right. Well, we seem to be having a
Excuse
little
me.
trouble today. But we do need to have Ms. Colon present. You are not a registered attorney and therefore we cannot accept that. So I need to have,
Forgive me, I don't follow what you're saying. Excuse my interruption.
that's, it is my understanding that I need to see the accused, or at least have that
Okay,
accused
can I
present.
leave the meeting and come back?
Will Ms. Colheim be present herself at that time?
Yeah.
If not,
Go
then
ahead,
we'll need
forgive
to
me.
issue, we need to issue a failure to appear warrant if she is not present.
Forgive me. I've stated my name's Shamika Colon. I
Thank
don't know
you.
what you're saying. Failure to appear.
You said you were appearing on behalf of.
Go ahead. Ma'am,
Okay. All right, so you have identified yourself as Shamika Colheim.
right.
Okay.
On multiple, yes.
All right, thank you. Then we are ready to move on with that. You are appearing pro se. Have you had a chance to contact the district attorney regarding the charges in this case?
I have not.
Ms. Esch, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, the defendant's welcome to call the office and have a pretrial conference. Otherwise, I'd ask that the case be set for September 10th.
All right, Ms. Colheim, will you be able to contact the district attorney's office, or should we just go ahead and set that for a September 10th appearance here in court?
Well, forgive me. I am appearing pro se, and I would respectfully request a pretrial determination, seeing that my conduct was legally justified as self-defense and that the charges be dismissed, Your Honor.
No,
It would
I
be,
am not going to decide today to dismiss the charges, no. I would like to have further evidence put before me before I can make that determination.
yeah, so at the previous, I guess, trial or whatever that was, when I
Mhm.
did show up present in the
Right.
courtroom,
Yes,
they had said that there was some evidence that they had had. So the court has not had a chance to view or see any of that. Forgive me.
no, we have not.
Okay. Now, how does the process go for the court to view? Because I'm not sure of this process.
Right. That is going to go through the district attorney's office. We need to discuss that with the district attorney as far as how we're going to move forward.
The district attorney decides how the court moves. Forgive me.
The district attorney is going to decide how we proceed with this process, with the charges that are being brought.
Oh, this makes no sense to me.
Okay, so before we proceed further, I do want to just go back through, since you are representing yourself, and make sure that you are properly advised, okay? Since we seem to be having some issues. So there are some questions that I'm going to ask you, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. So we're talking about your right to have an attorney and to represent yourself. And for the record, you are representing yourself, correct?
Yes, initially I requested that there be counsel,
Mhm.
and not that I wanted anyone to represent me, just that I was requesting counsel. And that I don't know if that was just denied or declined.
Okay, that may have been one second. If you would like to have an attorney represent you, you can apply for a public defender, or you can get your own private counsel if you choose. Or
Oh,
you
so
would,
the attorney would represent me. I wouldn't have any, I would be giving up my right
you would be
to represent
consulting with,
myself.
you could be, yes, you would be represented by that attorney. If you wish to proceed on your own representation, then we will continue on with this advisement that I'm reading to you now.
Okay.
Will you be representing yourself or will you be requesting an attorney?
No, I'm not requesting an attorney.
Okay, then I will have a few more questions for you then, okay? Do you have any legal training?
No.
Okay. What is the highest level of education that you've received?
I have an associate's.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drug, medication, or alcohol that might affect your ability to understand today's proceedings?
No, I am not.
Okay. Any other reason why you might not understand these proceedings?
No, there is not.
Okay. Criminal law is complicated and an attorney trained in this field can help prepare and present your case. You do understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you proceed forward in this case, the prosecutor here has been practicing law for many years and has handled many trials. If you choose to represent yourself, you will be going against Ms. Esch. I believe you can see her on WebEx there. You
Well,
do
forgive
understand.
me.
Oh, sorry.
This whole thing, someone I'm going against Miss Esch. I don't even know who she is and how she got involved with the charges that were brought against me. The state is bringing charges against me.
Yes,
Forgive me.
Sorry, no.
Um,
Ms. Esch is the Assistant District Attorney for this district. That is her position here. She is
okay, but she
representing the
wasn't
state.
there. She wasn't there when the incident occurred. So how
No.
is she? How is the state? The state is a person?
She is representing the state in these charges.
How is the state involved is what I'm trying to understand. Did the state bring these charges against me?
Yes, yes. The
Okay,
people of
and
the
where is
state
the
of
state?
Colorado would
'Cause-
be the petitioner or the plaintiff sometimes is otherwise referred to.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
but the state, I didn't harm. I have the right to face my accuser, correct? The state is not a person?
Once a call is made to law enforcement and law enforcement brings charges, then the state of Colorado prosecutes the case. They are the other named party, and you are the defendant.
All right. So I need to get through this pro se advisement here. This is who you will be going against in court.
This is one of the most important warnings in the hearing. The judge makes it clear that representing yourself is allowed, but it comes with serious risks. A self-represented defendant is still expected to follow courtroom rules and procedures. The judge also explains that the prosecutor has legal experience and that the defendant could face serious consequences if she cannot properly present her case. The warning is clear: self-representation is a right, but it is not a shortcut.
You understand that you do have the right to represent yourself, but by doing so, you take a great risk of not properly presenting your case. You do understand that risk.
So, ma'am, I'm innocent. I'm innocent,
Well,
so
we'll
I'm
talk
not
about
presenting
that at
any
the
case.
We'll
Forgive me.
talk
Go
that
ahead.
at the next hearing. If you
I have
truly
no case
believe,
to present.
if you truly believe you are innocent and want to contest these charges, it is almost always in your best interest to have a trained attorney on your side. If you are mainly trying to prove a point or are frustrated with the system or with prior attorneys, it is still your right to represent yourself.
No,
But I
I'm not.
want you to clearly understand that you will be held to the same rules as an attorney and you face the risks that I've just described. Do you understand that?
What risks? Forgive me.
Risks that I've just described, that you may be found guilty and be found of these charges. You
Yes,
understand
I
those
follow
risks?
what you're, that
Okay.
there is
That's-
risk that I will be
Okay.
found guilty. Forgive
Okay.
me.
And you
Um,
have the right to remain silent and anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand that right?
Ma'am, so forgive me, before we move forward,
No, we need to get through this advisement first and then we can discuss the case itself, all right? You have the right to remain silent and anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
yes,
Okay. You have the right to confront and cross-examine any witnesses who will testify against you. You understand that, right?
yes,
You have the right to have witnesses you choose compelled to come to court and testify for you using the court's subpoena power. Do you understand that?
yes,
The court may, but is not required to appoint advisory or standby counsel to assist you. That means an attorney might be allowed to sit with you and answer questions, but you would still be primarily responsible for handling your case. Do you understand this?
Yes, that is what I'm requesting.
Okay. So you do wish to consult with public defender or another attorney before deciding
Yeah,
whether to give up your right to counsel?
Yes, that's what I've been
Alright.
saying.
You want to consult with
Okay.
another attorney before giving up this right to counsel?
Yes,
right.
and prior to all of this, someone told me that I could apply for
Mhm.
legal counsel, but when I attempted to send that information in, it was returned to me as if the email account was not active. Go back and see
Okay.
where this went.
And I can give a phone number for the public defender's office. You will have to let them know that you're wishing for standby counsel and not actual counsel because that could affect the actual application. But let me get that number for you.
All right.
So I've got to call someone else now.
This is for the application because sometimes when you try to send it in through the email, it does not work. So I'm giving you the phone number to call to try and apply if that's what you wish to do.
This would be the number that you would need to call to try to apply for the standby counsel that you are requesting.
Okay, the first number that you gave me was DA's office.
The first number was the district attorney's office. If you want to get your standby counsel, get that in order first.
All right, and I'm not a resident of Colorado. I was only traveling through Colorado when this incident occurred. I am still asking that I can appear the same as today. August, September.
For the proceedings, I think you would need to be here in person.
Forgive
for the
me, ma'am,
proceedings.
I have no way to travel. That's what I'm saying. My children have started school. I'm in Mississippi currently, and I'm not working because I'm being available to my children. I apologize to the court, but I would greatly appreciate if you would consider my request.
Ms.
I
Eshton.
have no problem appearing.
Judge, if we can move the case, I don't object, but if we're in the same status quo in September as we are today, then I would ask for an in-person appearance on the October date.
All right.
My children
so-
don't get out of school until May, and I'm the available parent. Forgive me.
Okay.
I understand
so-
go ahead.
Right. What she is saying is that we will try the WebEx appearance for the September 10th date. But then if we have any future appearances, they would have to be in person after that.
And if I'm not able to make it, ma'am, after
Well,
explaining my situation, then
Let's look for the September date first, and then we can move on from there.
okay.
right.
But I do want the court to, for the record, on the record, know that I have no ability to leave my children unattended for me to travel to this state of Colorado. I was not
That-
even. And that
is
would put me
something
in a
that we
further
can
situation.
discuss at September 10th date. All right. So please do go ahead and contact that standby counsel and the district attorney's office, and perhaps we can get this worked out and that in person will not be necessary.
Yes, thank you for your
All right.
time. Am I able to dismiss?
Yes, we will see you back via WebEx on September 10th at 1:30.
Thank you for your time and your assistance. Good day.
Thank you.
All right, good morning again to you all. The court is going to call the Galloway matter, 26T 239. Ms. Galloway, thank you for coming on up to the lectern. Ms. Pretz, if you'd like to enter your appearance.
Caitlin Peretz for the people.
Thank you. And so we are scheduled this morning for the first arraignment in the division. Ms. Galloway, you've had 2 advisements in this courtroom, and now today you are scheduled for arraignment. Ms. Pretz, I understand that you've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Galloway. Is there a meeting of the minds regarding how to proceed?
No, Your Honor. The offer in this case is for if she has proof of a license and registration, then we would dismiss the case. In the alternative, she could plead to the original count 1 with a fine. But Your Honor, my understanding is that Ms. Galloway has not been able to get the documents and does not wish to enter a plea of guilty.
Thank you. All right, so Ms. Galloway, what the court will do for you then is enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Don't interrupt,
yeah.
just a minute. Let me finish what I'm going to say, and then you'll have an opportunity to talk, okay? So because you haven't reached an agreement pursuant to Colorado Revised Statute 167208, the court will enter a plea of not guilty for you. That way we can move the case forward. Then what the court will do is set a trial to the court. I'll give you those dates in a moment, but it seems that you wish to say something to me before I give you those dates, and I'd be happy to give you that opportunity.
Yes, I'm Zoe G. Kendricka Galloway, and I'm here on special appearance, not general appearance, and I reserve all rights with explicit reservation without prejudice.
Thank you. So if you could
Mhm.
stop right there, you actually have to appear on your own behalf. You can't make a special appearance.
Okay, does the record reflect I am making a special appearance?
So just a moment, the record will not allow for that. You may say that, but you must appear as Ms. Galloway, a human being, not a special appearance. The law does not recognize a special appearance.
Okay,
You may continue.
Honorable Judge, does the court record reflect that I'm here on special appearance and that I have accepted and returned all offers of the court, the clerk, the prosecutor, and police officer for full settlement and closure of this matter, and it creates a liability upon this court to settle this matter immediately?
Okay, thank you. So your trial to the court date will be November 12th. Ms. Pretz, will 2 hours suffice?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So the trial to the court will be November 12th at 10 a.m. We'll set you for a motions hearing on October 8th at 3 p.m. The deadline for any constitutional or testimonial motions will be September 17th, and the Rule 16 deadline will be October 8th. Ms. Galloway, I'm going to write all of that down for you, all those deadlines, and then I'm going to give you some resources to help you prepare for your trial to the court. We'll give you a brochure about how to present evidence in court. It has the information for our self-help center. We'll also give you a flyer for a free legal clinic through the Boulder County Bar Association. If you'd like to resume your seat, I'll write all of this down for you, and Mr. Lammers will call you when it's ready.
Now we reach another major courtroom moment. The judge has already explained that the defendant cannot simply appear under a separate legal status called a special appearance. Yet she continues trying to place that language on the record. Then she asks to have plead equity recorded. The judge rejects that concept and continues with the scheduled proceedings. It is a perfect example of how courtroom terminology can sound powerful without actually changing the legal process.
Does the record reflect that I plead equity?
Thank you. The law does not recognize such a plea.
I
and
accept
have-
her dishonor. Does the
Thank
record
you.
reflect that the judge is obfuscating the record by entering a false plea on behalf of the defendant, and I do indeed plead equity?
Okay, thank you. Ms. Galloway, your hearing has come to a conclusion. You may have a seat, and in a moment, Mr. Lammers will call you up when the order is ready.
I accept any future hearings you have on this.
Mr. Stephen Wilson? Okay, this is case number 26T2174. Come on up to the podium if you would, please. Okay, if you don't come up to the podium, you're not appearing, and then I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. So which would you rather?
So I just wanted to sort of state that I'm here on special appearance,
Okay, if you don't come up to the podium,
offering the birth certificate.
sir, you are not listening to me? Okay, well then I'm issuing a, okay. Well, in that case, I am calling the case of Stephen Wilson. If Stephen Wilson doesn't appear at the podium, I'm issuing a warrant for your arrest. Is Stephen Wilson here?
I'm here on special appearance.
Stephen Wilson, are you here?
The birth certificate as well as the person. And it is being surrendered to the court.
Okay. Defendant is failing to appear.
I was here.
Setting this for a warrant. It's being issued right now. Well, let me issue the warrant first. Charge is traffic offense. Bond is going to be set $500, cash or surety. Okay. Who do we have next in the detention center?
Sir, we have Mr. Windsor.
This hearing lineup shows three very different approaches to court. One defendant accepts responsibility, Another struggles with self-representation and courtroom procedure, and others rely heavily on theories like special appearance and pleading equity. Then Stephen Wilson takes things to another level, refusing to approach the podium until the judge issues a warrant. The lesson is simple. Courtroom rights matter, but understanding how those rights actually work matters just as much. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more courtroom content.